Hi, we're the interns from the City of San Leandro's Engineering and Transportation Department. I'm Sudarshana Karthikeyan.
I'm Waylon So.
I'm Stephanie Lee.
Jumpy Liang.
We're here to talk about two pilot videos that we filmed with residents of San Leandro at the downtown farmers market. Specific concerns that they had were drop-off and pickup traffic at schools. There was a lot of speeding concerns along both Bancroft and William Street. Bus loading, specifically school bus loading, was a very important concern. Landscaping along both streets were a concern, as well as lighting along both streets. Specifically regarding speed, I think our design on Bancroft, the repavement of Bancroft, specifically targets speed with our addition of speed humps and along the street, especially in the residential areas. And drop off and pickup, I think we did a good job with drop off and pickup near San Leandro High School with our design. Our design didn't really have a drop off and pickup loop on the street itself. We decided that the drop off and pickup would be within the school's parking. So we didn't specifically design a drop off and pickup, which could be a problem that could be faced with school traffic. But I think we solved the problem of safety along the street during drop off and pickup times at the school by adding a two-way bike lane for bicyclists with a protected two-way bike lane, which would also help the pedestrians stay away from a lot of road traffic.
Regarding like the pickup and drop off, I think something we actually heard from another pilot video was possibly changing the parking lane of the area in front of the school into a loading zone so that parents don't just like stop in the middle of the road, like on the drive lanes and wait for their kids to come out and wait until they see them and then get them in the car and then start driving. That was something that was in the pilots as well. They were saying that parents like stop and then they wait until their kids get on and then they drive. So maybe that's one possible way we could address it.
Waylon and John Fay, do you have anything to say?
Well, there is like a student parking lane in San Leandro High School. Then my idea is just like having the parents actually drive in the student like parking to then get their kids out, or we can like expand like the already pick up and dropping off place, make it bigger and so that could work.
Yeah.
And another issue we noticed with an interview with one of the residents was that during his when we showed him our presentation, our design, we showed him that we decided to remove the center turn lane, and he had strong opinions about it because he said that like his street uses the center turn lane to turn out into the street because the street usually has a lot of traffic. So then we decided to keep the center turn lane so they don't have to be like frustrated having to wait 1 or 2 hours until the traffic clears.
Yeah, I guess that's a very important aspect of the road that we solved with our second draft. Our first draft didn't do that well regarding the center turn lane, but we were able to bring that back with the second draft because a lot of people were concerned about getting rid of it. One of the concerns that a person from the farmers market had was landscaping along the street. I think this is very important, but we didn't look at it that much when designing our designs. So how do you guys think that we would add landscaping if we were to do that?
I guess one potential area would be to build in Bancroft, of course, to build. In our design, we have like a whole area of no parking. I feel like we could add some, well, not a whole area, but like there are some parts where you added those 4 feet like wide buffers, 4 feet buffers. We could use that to like smack in like some maybe like trees or some potted plants.
Yeah, I guess instead of roadside parking, we could do like trees and plants instead. That's a good idea.
I have an idea, and in the barriers that is going to be implemented in the final design, we can add them like a planters barriers so they can more greenery and more something like that.
Yeah, instead of doing like plastic buffers, we use plants and landscaping as buffers instead. Yeah, I guess one final concern that we didn't cover yet was the lights along the street. One of the people from the farmers market said that they felt like the street wasn't lit well enough and that there needed to be more lights along the street. So where do you think we would add those? I guess just along the sidewalk. But I guess it is an important part of the street. So
One last thing I want to add is like in our revised proposal, we had a parking lane on both sides, and I think that that can help buses during loading so that they don't have to like stop in the middle of the drive lane when people need to get on the bus. So it will it will improve the traffic flow and yeah, and prevent kind of jams happening.
yeah. Well, I guess
Another big
oh,
oh
go ahead.
you can okay. So another big concern was uh people expressed this before, but like drivers speeding, like using the center turn lane as another drive lane, which is very dangerous. So like maybe we could add speed humps to that as well.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it'd be hard to add speed humps in the center turn lane, but that was a concern with our original draft too of drivers going through the bike lane. Since we took out the center turn lane in the original idea, drivers trying to pass through the bike lane instead. So I guess putting those speed humps are very important for traffic control.
Yeah, and if the buffers are painted just like regular painted buffers, there might be like more speeding, like people just using it as another lane to pass.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess if that's it, then thank you all for joining us today. Be sure to check out our portfolio website and check out the Fair and Peers website to take the survey of street changes along Bancroft and Williams. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.